বদলে ফেলুন আপনার শপিং হ্যাবিট। লগ ইন করুন www.e-freshstore.com।
Just three. Oh, that was I think it would have been gone if he'd it was a direct hit.
Gee, let's have a good look at this one. He's a dangerous man to run a quick single to. Panther-like. He never takes any time to release the ball as well. And yep, gone. Gone for all money.
That's the second time he's taken on the fielder. He needs to be careful. That's a very, very lucky for Tamim Iqbal. Derek Kidd would have been curtains for him.
Twice now, Jadeja's missed the wicket and found the batsman. Okay, Tamim, everyone's watching you. 12 from 15. Just a Simra for
He was screaming that loud.
and Shoaib was holding stage today. It's a shot of a man in front from the
But for quite a while now. Great signs for the future of Bash cricket when you get youngsters batting well in big it's a huge opportunity.
Just Tamim has had a trouble. Just 13 was looking to play it away on the onside. He's doing enough to hit the stump.
Thought it might have been just going down a little bit. Been considering.
I think that was a good decision. Tamim Iqbal gone.
রিয়েল বারবিকিউয়ের অথেন্টিক স্বাদে এলো প্রাণ বারবিকিউ চানাচুর। পার্টি এখন যখন তখন।
ওই হাত উপরে ববি, হাত উপরে।
শরীরে দুর্গন্ধ করো লাইফ বয় লেমন ফ্রেশ। শরীরে দুর্গন্ধ এবং 10টি রোগ সৃষ্টিকারী জীবাণু থেকে দেয় সুরক্ষা।
হ্যাঁ
সব সময়
জিলেট গার্ডের একটা ব্লেড দেয় এয়ারটেল নতুন প্রিপেইড কানেকশনে। এয়ারটেল যত আপনার ফোনের কাছে হবেই তো, কারণ সব উই স্মার্ট ডিভাইসের সাথে ওয়াইফাই ইন্টারনেট আর 25 থেকে 100 জিবি ক্লাউড স্টোরেজ একদম।
Maybe height. Tell you what, Haydos, is there something we don't know about this Bumrah? Is he sharper through the air, through the
Visual action. Sure. Look. Just from up. Tapir doesn't look like a lot of mercy to get those wickets, and Jasper Boomer does that.
It's an excellent spell, isn't it?
You just have a look at the way that ball even.
It's 30 for 2.
এখন রবি সংযোগে 34 টাকা রিচার্জে প্রতিদিন 1000-এরও বেশি সিম্ফনি BL65 মোবাইল জিতে নিতে পারবেন। রবি।
ফিট চলো বাংলাদেশ, চলো বহুদূর। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
সাবমার্সিবল পাম্প, ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল ওয়াটার সলিউশন, ইরিগেশন কিংবা যে কোনো বাসায় আরএফএল ওয়াটার পাম্প চলে ঝামেলাবিহীন বছরের পর বছর। তাই তো আরএফএল ওয়াটার পাম্প পানিই দেয়, টেনশন না।
শেষ খাওয়া শেষ, চাই সেন্টার ফ্রেশ। নতুন সেন্টার ফ্রেশ
75%. Yes, absolutely. Why not? And it's Ashwin back into the attack.
There's a fielder in the deep though now, because you can have 5 fielders outside the circle now that the field restrictions are gone off.
It's also a couple of things to note that though both these batsmen getting dismissed, trying to play exuberant shots. Tamim Iqbal trying to play a pull shot on a length that was a little bit fuller and straighter. Would have been much wiser had it played down the ground, or tried to play it down the ground instead of playing that horizontal bat shot.
Now the left-hander. I think Shakib, for all his undoubted caliber, has just struggled a little bit. Even the last game when he got runs, he got them at about run a ball. Now he's found the gap, but there's a fielder in the deep. I get the feeling with Shakib that he'll need to maneuver the strike. Someone else is going to play the big role. It's got to be Shabir versus off spinners. Average 19.5. Strike rate's under 100.
You can't afford to wait just too long, though. They'll need a big one tonight. Big one, Bangladesh. Wide. One can feel that you need to go at around about 10 runs and over. Minimum 128 by this stage. They're going to be any hope of this powerful Indian batting lineup. They can chase down anything.
Actually bowled a couple of good balls here, Ashwin. The earlier one was scored wide. Just a single, so it's not a big over so far unless they get a shot here. He's definitely much leaner, Ashwin. Said he's doing a lot of work in the gym. He's a lot leaner. He's moving a lot better on the field. We've seen it from the one-days in Australia, reaching balls that maybe earlier he might have been just a little slow getting to. So he's definitely better in the field. Now he's got an off-spinner, a left-hander to bowl to. Not a bad over then. 5 from it. It's 35 for 2.
এখন পেপসোডেন্ট জার্মিট্রিকের সাথে সুপার টেন্ডিস ক্লিপবোর্ড ফ্রি।
হ্যালো, আপনারাও করুন, কারণ 7 আপের উচ্ছ্বাস এখন আরো বেশি। 7 আপ অথবা পেপসি 1 ও 2 লিটারের হলুদ ক্যাপের নিচের কোডটি 6969 নম্বরে এসএমএস করুন আর প্রতিদিন 10,000 জন জিতে নিন 20 টাকার টক টাইম, প্রতিদিন একটি এলইডি টিভি আর প্রতি ঘন্টায় একটি মোবাইল ফোন। উচ্ছ্বাস ছড়িয়ে দিন সবার মাঝে।
বিশ্বসেরা লিপিকো টেকনোলজির মাধ্যমে আমরা তেলের স্বাস্থ্যকর উপাদান বিটা ক্যারোটিন, ওমেগা 3 ও 6 সঠিক মাত্রায় অক্ষুণ্ণ রেখেই রিফাইন করি। সুপার ফ্রেশ সয়াবিন তেল।
ফুড গ্রেড অ্যালুমিনিয়াম থেকে তৈরি, লিক প্রুফ সিলিং গ্যাসকেট এবং সেফটি ভালভ সংযুক্ত, যাতে রান্না হয় দ্রুত ও স্বাস্থ্যসম্মত। টপার প্রেসার কুকার, সময়টা আমাদের।
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good run. 3 for 8 versus Pakistan is best figures. Oh, chance of a cotton ball. And you've got to be aware of his fielding skills. He's such a good fielder anyway.
Bangladesh have been in a final before, in the Asia Cup final in 2012. That was against Pakistan. They lost by 2 runs. Also played at this same ground, but this is even bigger because the expectations are greater. This Bangladeshi team has come a long way since then.
Yeah, since the 2015 World Cup, they have transformed more from their mindset or approach point of view as a team. Before that, they were talented side, but they didn't have the self-belief. But since 2015, they won some crucial do-or-die games. The one against England in the World Cup.
Oh, he went across the stumps to whip it off his pads towards square leg. It's only a run. It's off the pad, off the bat, in fact. But they need him. I think what he has to do right now is to think big and go till the end. It's a 15-over punch-up. So he can't afford to miss out. He's in 12 runs from 10, so he's seen a bit of bowling, seen the conditions. Got to stick around.
10 and over gets them to that 125.
Shot ball is punched into the gap. It's a 6, it's gone all the way. That's such a meaty blow from Shakibul Hasan. Pitching it short, he doesn't have the pace. And Shakib in great position. Swivels and posts it over the rope.
He's the man. Bangladesh's greatest ever sportsman, they call him. And on the big stage, he's putting his hand up. Get the feeling it's just bounced inside.
I don't think it's hit the rope on the full. Maybe half an hour, 50-50. I think it kissed the ground and then hit the skirting.
They're gonna have to go with 4. Changing the field while they're still making the decision on how many runs to award to Bangladesh.
Still trying to read it absolutely right, because this is the final, so you can't afford to make any kind of mistake. So it's a 4, not a 6. Right decision made. But they're feeding him on his strength, which is the leg side play. Well, that's pretty needless. And this is typical of Shakib. He'll have a rush of blood and lose the plot.
Yeah, but Ramesh, I feel what he's doing is right, because India's best bowlers in this tournament have been Ashwin, Ashish Mehra and Bumrah, and they've got 1 each. So the next 4 overs will be very crucial for Bangladesh, because they're going to bowl the last 3 overs. So right intentions from Shakib and Shabir. Put pressure on Jadeja and Hardik Pandya.
That's beautifully done. He read the field so well, and he plays that shot. Shakib loves playing that dinky shot. It's 58 for 2. The flags are out.
कांचीपुरम में कामयाबी भी रेशम से बुनी जा रही है। देश का कोना कोना बदल रहा है और हम गर्व के साथ इस बदलाव का हिस्सा बन रहे हैं। अब कोना कोना कोटक महिंद्रा बैंक।
कैंट से पानी हो 100% प्योर और हेल्दी भी।
कैंट में है बेस्ट प्योरिफिकेशन RO, UV और TDS कंट्रोलर से।
कैंट दे सबसे शुद्ध पानी मिनरल्स के साथ।
है ये जश्न विमल के 25 सालों के रिश्तों का, और अभी तो ये सिर्फ शुरुआत है। विमल पान मसाला, दाने दाने में केसर का दम।
आने वाले लॉन्ग वीकेंड को बनाओ फन वीकेंड। Get exciting weekend deals on hotels and holidays on buyer.com. Have a fun weekend.
स्टैंडर्ड दीवारें आपका इंप्रेशन फीका ना कर दें।
Completely at ease, playing that one beautifully, beating the infield. Oh, that's close. Oh, umpire says not out. It was the arm delivery, round arm ball from Shakibul Hasan. What was wrong in that?
Inside edge. No signal from the umpire. My initial impression was also such.
inside edge and good decision by the umpire.
Yeah, it happened so fast and good strong appeal, but there was clearly a sound and an inside edge, so narrow escape. Goes flat, it's up in the air and just about clears the man at cover. It wasn't the original tweaker from the left arm, it was the arm delivery that sort of swung away from Shakib's reach, and I think the idea is right. He wants to hit him over the leg field, even though the gaps have been plugged, but he will still go for it. There he goes, it's a flat one on the bounce to the fielder in the deep, and they've got their best man there, Virat Kohli.
They're just on that, Nick. The umpires are not going to hear anything. No one out there is even going to hear themselves talk. That's how loud it is. The crowd right behind their team, right behind the home team. Look at the slog sweep and the slog leg side shots from Shakib Al Hasan. High percentage of flicks and pulls, especially against the spinners away towards square leg and mid-wicket. Makes it into a full toss. So what they've done so well is they've not allowed India to settle down.
Yeah, that's good bowling. But Jadeja not giving Shakib any room to play those big shots, firing in the block hole.
Misses a quicker delivery. It's a dot to end the over. It's 64 for 2 Bangladesh.
हर महीने की पहली तारीख को ऐसे ही होता है।
सारे पैसे ले गए?
नहीं, थोड़ा बचा लिया है अच्छे वाले EMI के लिए।
SIP ही तो है अच्छे EMI जैसा। ये इंस्टॉलमेंट नहीं, इन्वेस्टमेंट है।
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
डॉक्टर घनश्याम इज्जत कमाने के लिए इतना कुछ किया और इत्तू से गिले गवा देना। घर पे लगाओ नेरोलैक्स सुरक्षा, सिर्फ इत्तू से पैसों में बारिश और धूप से सुरक्षा और आपकी इज्जत।
Yeah, a bit of Ashwin will do India nicely. He gets a wicket. He gets a wicket off the first delivery of his spell. And it's a big one. Shakib Al Hasan has been dismissed, playing the leg side flick. And well, he's looking at the big screen. He doesn't like it at all because he wanted to hit it hard. But slower in pace was Ashwin and beautifully deceived. Bumrah with the catch. Dhoni with the clap. And India with a wicket. That of Shakib for 21. It's 64 for 3.
बहुत सड़क छान ली, अब दुनिया को धूल चटाना है। गांव या शहर को नहीं, दुनिया को पीछे छोड़ना है। दुनिया को। इतने बल से जीत तो बलजीत की ही होगी। पत्थरों पर तो खूब चलाया है, अब दुनिया के सामने चलाएंगे।
Now for the first time, watch Indian truck drivers race the best truck India has known on the global stage. Tata Motors T1 Primer Truck Racing. Let's go trucking. March 20th, Budh Circuit.
है ये जश्न विमल के 25 सालों के रिश्तों का, और अभी तो ये सिर्फ शुरुआत है। विमल पान मसाला, दाने दाने में केसर का दम।
स्टैंडर्ड दीवारें आपका इंप्रेशन फीका ना कर दें, इसीलिए नेरोलैक इंप्रेशंस के HD कलर्स लगाइए और घर के साथ अपना भी इंप्रेशन बढ़ाइए।
Needing a wicket and being provided with that platform by Ashwin. Mushfiq is a good striker of the ball. He'll keep it busy out there. And he gets off the mark straight away with a good strong hit down the ground.
Rarely does Ashwin disappoint. With 6 overs remaining, Dhoni likes to hold him till the end, but he's brought him at this stage because he needed something.
So that's smart captaincy from MS Dhoni. Wicket was needed because Shabir and Shakib were putting on this partnership, and Ashwin didn't disappoint. One more wicket. India back in the game will put pressure on this Bangladesh batting lineup.
Yeah, it's just a 15-over punch-up this. Quicker within the stumps. He picks up a single.
Revised playing conditions. Match reduced to 15 overs a side, and also 5 bowlers can bowl maximum of 3 overs.
But the game hasn't run away from India at this rate. They would be happy to chase 100, 110.
I think Bangladesh will be looking to score somewhere close to 120, 125. And they've got wickets in hand, only 3 so far, so 7 wickets in hand. They've got depth in this batting lineup at Bangladesh.
That's well bowled by Ashwin. Just 4 runs in that over and a wicket, a valuable wicket of Shakibul Hasan. After 10, Bangladesh 68 for the loss of 3.
McDowell's #1 soda. आज मनाओ #1 यारी.
Right then, just 5 overs left. That figure of 125 that we are talking is about 12 and over away. And if they want to get there, they've got to target this young man here. Hardik Pandya's got 2 overs left. First over cost 11. This is Shabir in strike. Won't get a run. So he's done quite all right actually, Dhoni, to stop that, because there's no doubt that was 4 if it had gone past him.
The French cut almost yielding 4 runs, but you see how alert Dhoni is here. Had to really jump to his left. That's the wrong side. He was balanced towards the right, then correcting himself and latching onto that one. Excellent stuff.
If India are ahead in this game, I think it's because of that spell Ashwin goal. 1 for 14 in 3 overs. Excellent. Always there when the captain calls him. Still can't get away. Needed a direct hit. Is missed again. That's 3 today.
Not for the first time, as you said, 3. Could have been 3 run-outs, but fortune a little bit on Bangladesh's side, and they've got to ride their luck. Simple as that. The ball just doesn't seem to be coming onto the bat.
That was a big one, though. Bowler didn't try to gather.
And why wasn't he? It's a good point. Plenty of time. He wasn't even in the frame. It's amazing how bowlers, just those little things can make all the difference. To sit there and regather that ball would have been a possibility.
Yes, wouldn't have been easy, but sometimes you get a bad bounce in your favor. Take the bails off.
Yeah, but you've got to make the effort as a bowler. He just wait. He's so sure that the fielder is going to strike gold. It doesn't work, did it?
To be fair, it happens very quickly, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And potentially, by the bowler coming up, it also confuses what the purpose of that run out was all about. Had he have tried to throw that into Hardik Pandya's hands, and it could have looked a little different. I think sometimes we make too big a deal of things. The reality is he just missed the stumps. He had a good clean look at them, just didn't hit, and that happens.
Yeah, and the game moves on. You run in and bowl another ball. He likes to play the pull shot, Shabir. And we've seen that a lot. In fact, can play it in quite an area. Doesn't only play mid-wicket, he can play to square as well. Very good over so far. They need to get a few runs going on this one. Not with this ball. Just seem to getting into a bit of a rut here, Bangladesh.
I think it's the timing that's creating the problem for Shabir Rahman at the moment. It's just trying to hit the balls too hard, not really gauging the pace of delivery as such. Shot zones versus Seam in the Asia Cup. Scored so many on the offside, but he did manage to pull lots of those blue balls down to the onside. That's his favorite area, as you have pointed out.
He's taken some of them from well outside off, hasn't he? Doesn't matter. Today, one of these two now got to produce an absolute flyer. Just 4 overs after this. Just 3 from this over. Not happening. Not happening for Bangladesh in this over. Outstanding from Pandya. 71 for 3.
The moment I saw you, I knew there's only a few like you, bright and beautiful, beautiful.
Bright and beautiful selfie expert Oppo F1 cheer for India.
खूब कमाए रोज दिहाड़ी फिर भी वही छोटी गाड़ी अब नो मोर देखते हैं OLX में बेचते हैं
OLX बेचते
है ये जश्न विमल के 25 सालों के रिश्तों का और अभी तो ये सिर्फ शुरुआत है। विमल पान मसाला, दाने दाने में केसर का दम।
कैंट से पानी हो 100% प्योर और हेल्दी भी।
कैंट में है बेस्ट प्योरिफिकेशन RO UV और TDS कंट्रोलर से।
कैंट दे सबसे शुद्ध पानी मिनरल्स के साथ।
Spin from Jadeja, has conceded 18 from 2 so far.
And if anyone can manage that, it's going to be the informed Shabir Rahman. He's trying to hit the ball too hard, but it's just bide his time and just wait for the ball to come onto the bat instead of trying to go and hit it out of the ground.
They should get 2, yeah?
It's a good piece of running. Very good. Very sharp piece of running. 2s and a 1s. You've got no time in this game. But talking about time, what about this for a little flashback? It seemed like last month. You're looking out here in these conditions and you're seeing enormous puddles and scoreboards being blown over, crowd leaving, being saturated. Look at those huge tyres a little earlier in the day, just holding down this ground. And what a remarkable vision that we're seeing here now. Crowds packed, game on, excellent batting conditions, and a fantastic match that's happening right in front of our eyes.
He's gone for the replay. I suspect within a nanosecond of the stumps being taken off, almost as if he was ready to go for the replay. But no one seems too excited.
I think Mushfiqur Rahim feels that he's made good his ground. There's a call early from his partner. There's the dive in. Ooh, it's going to be touch and go. Is the bat in the air? That may be a problem.
I think it might be in the air, actually. Let's take another look. Is there some part that touched the ground before it went up? It didn't.
No way. No way. I think he's got the bat in the air there. He's anchored on the very shoulder of the bat, which means that the bat's in the air. It hasn't touched down, even though it's well over the line.
I suspect they've just lost another here, Bangladesh. Unless there's some part of the shoulder. I don't think so. Just think they've lost another one here. And indeed they have. The crowd went up and then suddenly they remember the volume's got to be off on that one. So Bangladesh lose one more. I'm afraid Mushfiqur Rahim has gone for just 4. They're now 75 for 4, Bangladesh.
नेहा, मोबाइल का बिल पेमेंट।
हमारा यही प्रॉब्लम है, अपना काम अपने आप कोई नहीं करता।
idea. So my idea app, अपने app.
My idea app.
What an idea.
इंडिया अब अपना काम करो अपने आप. अभी डाउनलोड कीजिए माई आइडिया ऐप और पाइए 1 GB तक मोबाइल इंटरनेट.
Bright and beautiful. Selfie expert Oppo F1. Cheer for India.
स्टैंडर्ड दीवारें आपका इंप्रेशन फीका ना कर दें. इसीलिए नेरोलाइक इंप्रेशंस के HD कलर्स लगाइए और घर के साथ.
Overs to go still. Well, he's found the field of first ball. Very first ball, no timing on that. Straight to Virat Kohli. And all you can say in his favour is he didn't hang around. But they lose another, and now surely Mahmudullah will be the next man in. But they can't afford to lose so many wickets here, Bangladesh. It's just helped Dhoni. The Jadeja's bowling to all the right-handers. Mashrafi Murtaza the first ball at 75 for 5.
आपका बेटा कैसी कैसी कहानियां बना रहा है. जरा डैडी को पढ़ के सुनाओ तो.
A day out with my dad. We went driving in a car and climbed the biggest hill. And then we were driving upside down. And then we drove to a beautiful lake. And a huge sea monster smiled at me. And then we climbed the tallest mountain in the world.
Great story, son.
Our Grip. Your stories. See it. SUV tires.
तू की जाने प्यार मेरा जब तुझसे दिल को मिलाना बस बजना चाहिए गाना.
है ये जश्न विमल के 25 सालों के रिश्तों का, और अभी तो ये सिर्फ शुरुआत है. विमल पान मसाला, दाने दाने में केसर का तन.
Just toe-ended it, and it's still almost carried for 6.
Oh, a bit of a misfield. They'll get two. Would have been a sharp single, ends up being two.
Well, Bangladesh are going to take whatever they're given as bonuses. This is the last wicket. Have a look. Mashrafi Murtaza throwing caution to the wind. He had an intention to try and hit everything out of the ground, just didn't work out.
So another over that won't hurt India, really. 7 runs strong, lost a couple of wickets in there. It's 78 for 5, only 3 to play.
Galaxy A, the new flaunt. Magnificent metal body. Stunning glass back. Galaxy A 2016 edition.
भटिंडा के नगाड़ों की गूंज अब दुनिया भर में सुनाई देती है. देश का कोना कोना बदल रहा है और हम गर्व के साथ इस बदलाव का हिस्सा बन रहे हैं. अब कोना कोना कोटक महिंद्रा बैंक.
स्टैंडर्ड दीवारें आपका इंप्रेशन फीका ना कर दें. इसीलिए नेरोलाइक इंप्रेशंस के HD कलर्स लगाइए और घर के साथ अपना भी इंप्रेशन बढ़ाइए.
Pace. Clever shot. Really clever shot. Severe, he's been magnificent. That's the first boundary after 4 overs.
Just what the doctor ordered for Bangladesh. Shabir Rahman scooping that. He controlled that ball very well, as you can see. It's just making room, helping the ball on its way, making sure that it goes over the infield, over the fine leg fielder there, and for 4 very, very welcome runs.
I haven't seen a lot of that shot in this tournament, but really, you can't fault Nehra for that ball. It's a good ball. He's been expensive though today, Nehra. 1 for 23, he's got 5 balls to go.
Well, it's almost the perfect shot to the perfect ball in a lot of ways. So you'd have to say, cricket is the winner.
I think it's the kind of ball that for generations in cricket could not be hit off. And now batsmen have found a way to get runs off it.
On a regular basis in this format of the game. And in the one-day internationals, we've seen that used quite nicely.
Well, Gartham is saying 80% chance for India. Twice now, Mahmudullah has finished off games really well for Bangladesh. That's his designated role now. Sort of, we got mid-wickets coming in, and another man is going out at square leg. So we've got a long leg and a square leg out at the boundary. There's long on as well. And then two square, third man and deep point. Can he bowl full? Just over. And they should come back for two.
Really seen one of these shots from Bangladesh tonight executed very well. They get themselves in very good positions, but have been catching it fat on the bat and a little rushed. So it's saying that this wicket's probably got significant pace in it as well.
It's pretty dry even after all that rain and the soggy outfield. Had a look at it and it looked pristine. Very batting friendly, nice carry to the batter. It's just a matter of timing it, gauging the pace of the ball from the bowlers.
Probably needed to score more than that. Oh, it's a good shot. I think he's done wonderfully to get there. That's Hardik Pandya. Not only has he got there, he's actually pushed the ball towards the field, and it's brilliantly done in the deep.
Yes, that's an exceptional piece of fielding from Pandya. He had the presence of mind not just to stop it, and he was really bolting around to his left-hand side. But then just to shove that ball in the direction of the nearest fielder was clever stuff. He realised he couldn't stay on his feet. So next best option is to push it closer to the fielder around him.
He's quite a find. He's come back, he's bowled one good over, he's taken a wicket, he's finished games. He's plus in the field at all times. He's got one more over to bowl though. Now Nehra, 2 balls left. Oh, good shot. Mid on and mid off and not too square, but they were beaten.
What about that then? Take that. What a lovely looking shot. That was from Mahmudullah, straight as an arrow. Almost hit the wicket at the other end. And much to the delight of this crowd, we haven't had much to cheer about in the recent past. Well, look at this shot.
Fabulous. Fabulous over as well. 13 runs. As you say, they don't come any better than that. It was like he had an arrow that just shot out.
Did very well to miss the leg stump at the other end. Well, becomes the off if you're batting there. Now he's going round the wicket to angle it in. Just wonder sometimes with the bowlers thinking, can just let me get this ball away. There's a fielder in the deep, so that's a 14-run over for Bangladesh. They need 2 more like those. The biggest of the innings, 13 gone, it's 92 for 5.
ये मॉल नहीं है मार्केट है ये गुड फॉर द पॉकेट है बेडशीट ब्लैंकेट चादर है और लाखों किचन के आइटम है ये मॉल नहीं है मार्केट है ये गुड फॉर द पॉकेट है
शॉप क्लूज की कॉन्फिडेंस मार्केट के दाम डिंग से लेके डोंग डिंग से लेके डोंग सब कुछ ऑन shopclues.com।
स्माइल कभी स्ट्रेट लाइन नहीं होती। जब लिप के कॉर्नर्स थोड़े ऊपर पहुंच जाते हैं तभी तो स्माइल होती है। अब नया गुड डे है ज्यादा टेस्टी और इसमें कई स्माइल्स दिखते हैं। नया ब्रिटानिया गुड डे, हर कुकी में कई स्माइल्स।
Never have I ever. Fast track. Move on.
आज स्पेशल डे है ना, कुछ स्पेशल लगा।
फॉग का सेंट
पेश है फॉग सेंट, स्पेशल मौकों के लिए खास फॉग सेंट।
And this is the opportunity for Mahmudullah Riyad, who's having a look around at the fielding changes taking place. Wants to be absolutely sure he's going to play his chops.
They need one more fielder inside, hang on. They need one more fielder inside. Dhoni spotted it. So who does he want inside now? Does he want to bring long leg in? Mid-wicket in, what does he do? Third man is still down, out.
He's taking an enormous time to set his field here. There's some uncertainty. Decided to bring backward square in, so suggests that he'll go at the base of the stumps. No width at all.
A That's a beautiful shot. And I think the sense of the shot was the way he controlled it. It's got the crowd to their feet, no mistake. 96 for 5 now, 100 beckons.
That is the way to start the 14th over. Straight away, the pressure on the bowler. Full toss, easily done. Just took away his left foot and played it very comfortably over the top. Masterly shot from Mahmudullah Riyad.
Well, he's got huge levers. Tall boy, strong, wiry. And no problems dispatching that. A good start, really good start to the over here for Bangladesh.
Third man back in. He's connected that all right. That's gone a long way. He's taken on the young Pandya already, 10 from the first two. 125 might still be on as the first 6 comes on.
Take that! First 6 of the Bangladesh innings from the bat of Mahmudullah Riyad. Stood up to be hit and he swung it around and sent it sailing into the stands for a wonderful looking maximum.
Well, this has got big one written all over it this over. This could be a real dagger in the heart of India. They might look back at this over and the previous over and realise that it's going to really hurt. Solid batting really defines an individual like Mahmudullah. Good form right through his cricket. He's having a fantastic series.
Just wanted to set themselves up for Pandya's back of a length approach. This would be a slow one, wouldn't it? Down the ground. Fielder should get there though. And they'll come back for 2. He's a good finisher, this Mahmudullah. They asked him to play that role, he's playing it well.
Isn't he? That is his strong zone. The pull shot is always one area that Mahmudullah is going to favour. Be it backward of square, be it forward of square through mid-wicket. He is eager to take them on and it puts them away with class.
Currently, I think his strong zone is a perimeter shaped like a circle. There he goes again. This is a beautiful shot from Mahmudullah Riyad. Turn up the volume, crank up your sets. Everybody in this crowd is lending his voice.
There's dancing in the aisles here at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium. What a big over. 18 already. Bangladesh needed this. And look at this shot from Mahmudullah. Bang! Off it goes. It's a little paceless skidded onto him and he lashed onto it. Full flurry of the bat. Sails through for a 6. Brilliant.
Well, he just hasn't been able to execute it all, has he, Hardik Pandya here? He knows he's got it wrong. He's bowled a full toss, shortish delivery, then a slower ball that was in the slot. When a batsman like Mahmudullah decides to use his big levers, he's almost impossible to stop. Got to rely on skipper MS Dhoni, his bowler being able to throw in that perfect Yorker. It just hasn't happened yet.
27 of 8, I think 31 have come of the last 10 balls. Nimble. I think the idea was good, ball the Yorker, but very clever from Mahmudullah.
Was he trying the slower one? But this is a look at what has transpired in the first part. Brilliant. A short ball, not a good one. This one is a little slower. He really enjoyed hitting those strokes and even forcing the bowler to try something out of the ordinary in the process, just going down the leg side.
29 of 26, Shabir. 27 of 8, Mahmudullah. Now, can they get a second here? Might be a struggle at the non-strikers and they stay with 1.
Ooh, I tell you what, that was lucky as well. He was really lucky he got away with that. Mahmudullah set himself again. It was an error delivery. We've seen 3 previous to that as well. Well, we got away with it.
Well, he is going to be tested. Shabir Rahman has been watching the proceeding from the other end. And Mahmudullah, while he has been enjoying himself, thought of a second run, not there. What is Shabir going to do? He's taking a little bit of a breather at the non-strikers end. But Shabir outscored by Mahmudullah Riyad.
Big time. Partnership is 37 from 14 balls.
Maybe a bit of cagey play there from Sabir as well, just holding him up. Hardik Pandya, that ball will feel like soap in his hands. He's got that much pressure on him. already gone for 20. What's this going to be?
20 of the over. It's a good ball. It's a good way to finish. And Shabir is in strike for the last over. 21 from it. It's 1-1, 3 for 5.
Here we go again. Over and over it irritates your face, and you hope it will be different. At a certain point, it just clicks. The new Mark III Turbo, with sharper imported blades without all the irritation. Better than a new two-bladed razor, even after 5 weeks. Gillette.
दुनिया की छतरी तले एक अपनी छत ढूंढे ढूंढे तेरा आशिया
सही घर ढूंढना होता है आसान जब हर कदम आपके साथ हो magicbricks.com प्रॉपर्टी सही मिलेगी यहीं
Fast track. Move on.
है ये जश्न विमल के 25 सालों के रिश्तों का और अभी तो ये सिर्फ शुरुआत है विमल पान मसाला दाने दाने में केसर का तन
I think they'll still be happy with 125. 12 of the last over is not a bad over. From Bumrah. Oh, it's a pinpoint Yorker.
See, that's exactly what we're talking about. What a finisher. Credits to Lassit Malinga. Really, really good quality bowling to back up his skipper. Look at that. That's jammed in. There's nothing that you can do about it, even though he's in form, Mahmudullah. That's the perfect delivery.
Well, he's a little pensive, but I think he'll be pretty happy that he's kept it under wraps. Chance of winning Bangladesh has increased to 35% now. India still 65%.
This is the big moment. Now, can they come back for a second? They should. They should. The throw is at the striker's end. And it's not the greatest. Mahmudullah's back in strike.
Well, he had to run around the ball, Jadeja. But look, he just has to run a ring around it. He couldn't get it close enough to the stumps. It's to his favoured side, but to release that ball takes time.
Good running, good commitment shown. He's a little disappointed, understandably so.
I still think the ball had skidded straight on top of the bails. He might have been in trouble, actually. Because as the ball passes the stumps, he's still a good yard or so outside.
What's interesting is this is actually the 9th highest total batting first in this tournament.
And in 15
and it's a reduced over game as well. So it does just show you that this is a really competitive total here. A good finish here for Bangladesh. And gee, it's going to be some nervous times.
Long on, deep mid-wicket are both out. Third man is in, so is Point. How high is that? Umpire, all eyes on the umpire. Square leg says it's okay. It's a good bouncer. Might have flirted with what was allowed.
Yeah, the bowler might have had his heart in his mouth for a while there. Just looking very closely at the leg umpire and seeing the signal of wide there. Have a look at it square on. Pitched pretty short. Oh, I think he got away with that.
In a democracy, that would have been wide. It's an excellent over so far. Now, they'll get 2 more though. But hasn't conceded a boundary.
Which is very crucial. It's the last over. He's been pitching it up almost. Length hasn't allowed the batsman to free their arms. Either bowled wide to free.
That looks so out of reach to Bangladesh. Like a 108, 110 kind. And you can really of the innings. Need a couple of bowlers like those when it's there. Need to go 8 and over. 121 to Gish.
के लिए SIP ही तो है
And Britannia Nutri-Choice. Digestive.
Kills once again of Mahmudullah and let's go down for a flash interview.
Yeah, I think it's a good total on the board now, so I think but the crucial point is we need to do them. When you went in, it was to go from the first ball, probably would like to have 10.
So that's what they
tease me. They used to call me Mr. Enduramas. You gave me the right weight and made my life.
Enduramas. More weight, more.
Hey, Sonakshi. What did they call her?
Miss Matchstick.
Yes, but now she's been married 3 years. Thank you, Enduramas. Enduramas. More weight, more trust. Now in a cool new pack.
आपका बेटा कैसी कैसी कहानियां बना रहा है जरा डैडी को पढ़ के सुनाओ
Smile at me.
Great story, son.
Our Grip. Your stories. See it. SUV tires. Here we go again. Over and over it irritates your face and you hope it will be different. At a certain point, it just clicks. The new Mark III Turbo with sharper imported blades without all the irritation. Better than a new two-bladed razor even after 5 weeks. Gillette.
ये मॉल नहीं है मार्केट है ये गुड फॉर द पॉकेट है 3000 का स्मार्टफोन और 100 रुपए का चार्जर है ये मॉल नहीं है मार्केट है ये गुड फॉर द पॉकेट है
शॉप क्लूज की कॉन्फिडेंस मार्केट के दाम डिंग से लेके टोंग डिंग से लेके डोंग सब कुछ ऑन shopclues.com।
Hey Sonakshi, क्या लग रही हो?
मॉर्निंग टुनाइट ऐसे ही हूँ। फ्लाइट इसमें है स्टाइल। Shipra's marriage proposals weren't materializing.
No one said it directly, but the real reason was her underweight physique. Her friends, what did they call her?
Miss Matchstick.
Yes, but now she's been married 3 years. Thank you, Enduramas. Enduramas. More weight. More trust. Now in a cool...
2:30 p.m. and Scotland versus Afghanistan. Delhi's Star Plus और Hotstar पर।
T20, we've had the qualifiers, we've had Asia Cup. And if they have a whiff of a chance here, somebody had to play that innings. Mashrafi Murtaza came ahead of him. Was out first ball. You look at the shape he gets in his shots. He's not played ugly hikes at any time, but in control and just very, very clean hitting. The sign of a man with great confidence behind him. And I think it's the confidence that's come out of all those 200s in the World Cup. 27 from 25 was all right in a big final. 34 of 28 consolidation, but it really was total. Then Mahmudullah, then Shabir, who made 32.
Trying to hit his way out of trouble. I got the top part of the bat, the splice of the bat, and easy pickings there. Ashish Nehra always amongst the wickets. Through and pretty much in front. No problems for
the other man, Sterling, 1 for 14, and that was Shakib. What that did was it allowed Dhoni to slip in a few overs from Jadeja as all the right-handers came along. Then this was Mushfiqur. He was in, but the bat was in the air. When you looked at that, you said, yeah, let's just take a look. But sometimes you never know. And in this case, that's what it was. Then Mashrafi Murtaza first ball. And that was when Bangladesh really looked in trouble. They didn't look like they'd get beyond 105 actually at that point.
And after that, it was that man, Mahmudullah Riyad, who turned things around for Bangladesh to put up a total that the bowlers can fancy defending.
So 8 and over. Most days you fancy getting that, but they're just 15 overs. 121 to get.
This broadcast is co-presented by MagicBricks.com, Seagram's Royal Stag Mega Cricket, Vimal Pan Masala, and ShopClues.com in association with Raymond, Samsung Galaxy A, Gillette Mark III, My Idea app, Seat SUV tires, Ghana.com, Bharti AXA, and Britannia NutriChoice Digestive.
कैंट से पानी हो 100% प्योर और हेल्दी भी।
कैंट में है बेस्ट प्योरिफिकेशन, RO, UV और TDS कंट्रोलर से।
कैंट दे सबसे शुद्ध पानी मिनरल्स के साथ।
Key innings of substance, that is. Mahmudullah has provided the lovely little finishes. We're looking since 2015. Those are lovely numbers. Most important is something that a lot of us were critical of Rohit Sharma: consistency. He's going 30 plus once in 2.2. So virtually every second innings he's going past 30. Now for Shikhar Dhawan, when he gets in form, he finishes matches on his own. But since 2016, 28.3, 129, that's fine. 1 in 3, he goes past 30. But 25,000 people said go Bangladesh.
Don't forget the 2 lions that they were carrying.
Right, first ball, Taskin Ahmed. Rohit Sharma, 8 and over to get. Eight and over is a daunting target, but when you need to get 8 and over or fewer overs, it's that much easier.
You'd want India to be given that kind of a target because they're a batting class, there's no doubt about it. But 8 and over in a final match against a side that is kind of possessed in a way to win the final. You know, this will be a great run.
Off the mark, Rohit Sharma. Dick Pandya went for about 35 each and ensure that you don't get the 3 overs 15, or indeed say Bangladesh went 8 overs out of the 15 without a boundary.
Yeah, what Bangladesh would be looking forward to is to pick up early wickets. Yes, they brought in Abu Haider on the left-arm seamer, who's been the highest wicket taker in the recently concluded Bangladesh Premier League. So he's in the 11. They are still going in with 4 seamers. So they will be looking to pick up early wickets, to slip in place. And that will be the key. If they can manage to pick up wickets, especially in the first 5 overs, 1 or 2, then they'll certainly put a little bit more pressure, because 120 is not a bad total. 8 runs in an over, which would have got them 116 and 20 over match.
I think Ramiz is right. I think it's the kind of total that makes for a good final.
Absolutely. Well, we've talked about bowlers being targeted. What about a batsman being targeted? Shikhar Dhawan, even though he is massively talented and has got loads of potential, and on the day he can be a bit like Shahid Afridi, he can win the game on his own, but of late he's not been sighting them too well.
He's sighting something that's troubling him. Not a great tournament. Even that 16, he was put down very early. Then missed a match because he was unfit, the game against Pakistan. Now there's a slip as well. Taskin Ahmed is grown as the tournament's progressed. No Mustafizur though.
See, because you've got to hustle at 8 and over, there's no time to settle in. And I think Shikhar Dhawan would want a bit of time out there. Rohit Sharma can provide him with that luxury because he can take all the pressure of this run chase initially in the couple of overs or 3 overs.
Well, one of the reasons they're bowling that ball into his pads is that for a long time that's been a little weak area for Shikhar Dhawan, hitting through the onside. And just in the last 6 months or so, it's an aspect of his game that he's really picked up. The shot that he plays over mid-wicket. The two fielders in the deep, a third man and long leg, so in front of the wicket's value. And in the gap for four, the first boundary comes up. Got the width, but also put it in areas Shikhar Dhawan loves.
That is sublime. That is real class. Rolls Royce we're talking about. Just a touch, a mere caress. And the ball skidded across to the fence in no time. It was pure timing.
Beautifully done. And look at the way that the ball has raced to the fence. The groundsmen have done a wonderful job. It's still a very quick outfield. Full value for the shots, especially into the gap. And early on, he's bowling at good pace as well. There's the ball coming on nicely onto the bat.
A better ball. Yes, the groundsman's done a good job, but I'll tell you what, the people who laid this outfield, is it what? It's a big sand base that the water always just goes through. It's dramatic. I mean, the rain was dramatic and the drying was just as dramatic.
Staff doesn't. Get the thumb is lightning fast. It has had no impact.
The groundsmen have done a wonderful. Bring on the covers the moment they feel that there is a
आसान जब हर कदम आप अब मैं सब डाल दूं कुछ एक पल में जिंदगी लेकिन लास्ट बटन रोल्स टैग मेगा न्यूज़ इट्स योर लाइफ
है ये जश्न विमल के 25 सालों के रिश्तों का और अभी तो ये सिर्फ शुरुआत है
से पानी 100% प्योर और
यूवी और टीडीएस कंट्रोलर से
स्पेशल मौकों के लिए खास
Rohit Sharma's favorite pull shot as Mamming's good.
And minus.
Man. Into this match. Not a great record in knockouts. That's continued. 5-1 India in the second over.
मॉल नहीं है मार्केट है ये गुड फॉर द
runs coming from that over. Very important from the Bangladeshi point of view. Just pegging it back. The Bangladeshis have got to take to heart that the required run rate is still 8.86.
Good over that from Nasser Hussain. Just 4 runs from that over. Murtaza, the captain of Bangladesh, continuing, looking for a wicket.
Toza. What a shot. Shimmies across to the offside. Shikhar Dhawan's look like he's now well and truly in the groove. But I also think that it's been helped along by Virat Kohli. Almost as soon as he comes to the wicket, he takes absolute control, and you see there on the T20 power ratings, these are the ratings of all time. Virat Kohli has climbed up that list above Suresh Raina. Fabulous player in fabulous touch. It's the touch we were talking about.
Absolutely, Matthew. I'm very impressed with his consistency and adaptability in this tournament, particularly when the conditions were suiting the fast bowlers. He was respecting them, giving respect to good deliveries, and once he gets his high in, even to good balls, he can score boundaries. He's been sensational over the last 6 to 8 months. I think his T20 batting has gone to a different level, and he's a match winner. He's a big match player, and this is a big moment for him and for India.
He's gone big. Has he gone big enough? Yes, he has.
Again, excellent use of the crease by Shikhar Dhawan. Moving towards the off stump, clearing his body, and that's why got the elevation. Right from the middle of the bat. Beautiful shot.
After 4 runs in the previous over from Nasser Hussain and 2 singles in the first 2 balls, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. Just going down the leg side, using the pace of the ball, scooping it, swiveling around, and it went sailing away. Beautiful shot.
Well, they're on, aren't they? This partnership is really starting to grow. Won't be a run. Let's just have a look at this 6 again. It's merely a flick to the onside. It's a scoop.
I can see how he moves across to the off stump, and that's why he's able to maneuver the field. There was a deep square leg, but no one in the fine leg region, and because of that movement across the crease, he gets that elevation to play it finer. That good smart batting from Shikhar Dhawan.
There's Dhawan's scoring areas this evening. Lot of runs behind. Look at that on the leg and offside. 69% going behind the wicket.
He's got that little bit of a trigger movement straight away. He takes a position outside the line of the off stump, trying to make room for himself on the onside, forcing the bowler to follow him, and in the process he gets balls like that which he can maneuver on the leg side, on the onside. It's a lovely use of the wrists. The partnership between Dhawan and Kohli has really been on song. They have not tried to hit everything out of the ground. They've used deft touches all around the ground. Lovely to watch. Delightful.
Good ball to finish. That's the end of the over. The 9th, and a good one. 9 from it. 68 for 1. pressure's on the Bangladesh skipper, Murtaza. He's been a really wonderful captain for Bangladesh, marshalling his troops. He believes that he can win. Still, the run rate required this evening for India is 8.83. Some wickets, gents, and the pressure will come back on.
Absolutely, Hados. I think the crowd anticipate that. They feel that just another single wicket will allow Bangladesh to put their foot in the door and maybe from there on try and restrain the run scoring that's going at a rate of knots at the moment. So wickets imperative. Maybe Mashrafe Mortaza will try to be more proactive now, try and put some fielders in positions where they can take catches.
Hussain to continue. Yeah, it's a very pensive crowd. They're feeling the pressure. Somehow if they can just get one wicket, that might lead to 2 wickets, and you never know.
This is good work from Nasser Hussain. He's just keeping a tight leash on the ball and not allowing any width to the batsman at all, forcing the batsman to dance down the wicket to get to the pitch of the ball. Intelligent stuff.
Sweeps to the man.
That's not going to hurt VVS, is it? They need some boundaries now to keep that scoreboard rattling along.
Yeah, good bowling by Nasser Hussain so far.
This is the T20 power rating. This is what you were talking about, adaptability. Adaptability. Obviously playing under pressure, and most importantly 92 for consistency. That's Virat Kohli at his absolute best as we see him move down the wicket and play what we know is just such a customary stroke for him through the offside.
He's one of the best, Matthew, in terms of consistency. And the last 6 months have been phenomenal for Virat Kohli in all the 3 formats.
Ooh. Almost got through him there, did Hussain.
Clever bowling, Nasser Hussain. Shikhar Dhawan stepping out very early, and that's why Nasser Hussain is able to trouble him, just holding himself back, seeing what Shikhar Dhawan is trying to do and accordingly bowling. Fantastic, smart bowling from Nasser Hussain.
Big shout. Umpire wants nothing to do with it. It's the end of the over, and a very good one. 71 for 1.
Well, carried on. Was it the bit of bat on it? So that was a good decision from the umpire. Kept his eyes on the ball. Nasser does not get the response he wanted.
Well, it doesn't get a more important decision than that. Crowd, they know it as well. They all were willing it on to be given out. Shakib to return. 15 off his first over. And goes big again. And a boundary.
Well, the intention was very good and the try was incredible as well. It's so difficult diving forward. But it turned pear-shaped for Bangladesh because the ricochet went and hit the fence. So Nasser Hussain there wrong-footed, absolutely wrong-footed, and the fans are dejected to say the least.
It's tight, but Bangladesh.
That's 4, that's gone through. Well, you've got to feel properly here, but he hogs the limelight, Shikhar Dhawan, because in the all-important final, he's notched up a 50, and what a welcome return to form. Knock under pressure.
In quick time, 35 balls, 8 fours and a 6. Look at that strike rate. Just what you need. You need your big players to stand up. Unfortunately for Bangladesh, Shakib's having a bit of an off day.
Yeah, but what an important knocker from Shikhar Dhawan. And even an important partnership. You're talking about his knock. Look at the partnership, 74 of just 54 deliveries. Virat Kohli also playing his part. But no doubt, an outstanding opening partnership. Or the innings from Shikhar Dhawan. Again wide, should have been put away, but there is a fielder who will come and pick it up. So India at the moment cruising along, 9 wickets in hand.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about a required rate of 9.46. So what happens to this game if, say, 10 is required in the last over? It's the final. With 3-4 wickets down, say India 5 wickets down and 10 to get in the last over, it could be anybody's game. So Bangladesh need to hang in there.
One good over. One good over changes the game. Is as long as Kohli and Dhawan are there, India are ahead.
Outstanding stuff in knockout situations. Virat Kohli leads them into action. Average of 52, striker 136. There's no weakness, absolutely no weakness. Slices it to the man in the deep. And 11 runs from that over. Expensive one from Shakib Al Hasan. It's 82-4.
This is the time the Bangladesh innings took off. About 3 overs, 4 overs, 3.5 overs to go is when Mahmudullah Riyad walked out. 71 for 3. 39 required of 24 balls. Game on here in Mirpur.
Yeah, Bangladesh need to find someone who can pick up a wicket here. You're talking about 9.75 runs in an over. What is more important for Bangladesh is that they can manage to break this partnership, get a new batsman in, send one back and then see what happens, because still 10 runs in an over. You need to score them.
One good over. Make sure you don't concede boundaries in the next over. That required rate will skyrocket.
He's become a bit of a champion so far in this final. Nasir Hussain, 2 overs, none for 7. Magnificent figures for a guy who's playing his first game of the Asia Cup. That ball goes straight to the fielder. Now they need to feel well, because that is important. If an opportunity comes, they need to pick it the 50 moment. That's a beautiful shot. Was in control when he was reverse flicking that into the fence. Yeah, it means a lot, must mean a lot to Shikhar Dhawan, coming back into form with a bang, really. 54 of 39. It's a big shot into the gap. Oh, almost netting it. That's gone through. Yes, it was a close thing. It needed a brilliant moment in the field, a sparkle of brilliance really to get rid of Virat Kohli. But he took a lot of risk, Virat. It's a shorter fence on the leg side. Maybe that could have been a reason why he went for it.
He bisected the fielders, to his credit. Al-Amin. Al-Amin. He's been swapped now. They need their good fielders to ride the boundaries at this stage.
Yeah, he ran all around it instead of coming in a little bit, a few more steps inside. Once again, he's put that away. That's a boundary. One more. This is an excellent shot under the circumstances. Yes, the previous one, there was a bit of a chance, but none so whatsoever in this one.
Well, it was a soft delivery, and Virat Kohli is such a good player that he knew exactly what to do with it. Deposited it over mid-wicket with so much of ease. Nice head position, eyes on the ball, and hitting it so ever sweetly.
Two boundaries in the over. And that's early in the over, so the bowler under pressure straight away.
That's cheeky. That really is well played. Shikhar Dhawan will not be able to get a 4. Taskin there diving full length, disturbing the skirting, the rope. but I think he'd probably get the benefit of the doubt. It's an extremely good effort. Lunging forward, diving full length, and well, he recovers well enough. And it's a clean stop. I think it'll be given as a clean stop.
He pushed the skirting backwards. Now, if it was where it was supposed to be, hasn't that crossed that area?
So what's the rule here? I mean, this obviously wasn't intentional from him.
Well, it's not a boundary for sure, because I think he's done really well, because it was not intentional, as you mentioned. And you can see when he picks up the ball, there was inside the boundary ropes, and it was not touching the boundary ropes. I think that's an excellent effort from Tashkeen Ahmed.
Yeah, you see, the third umpire has got to be absolutely sure that that ball was being thrown back when the fielder was in contact with the rope. Obviously, he's not in contact with the rope, and so he'd be guessing whether that's the boundary line or not. The imaginary boundary line.
But if he hadn't pushed it behind, it certainly would have hit the skirting, and that's the decision they've made. But it's good cricket, good effort from the fielder. Just a little unlucky.
14 from the over, with the ball to come. Gets driven down the ground for a run, so Nasir Hussain's good effort in the last 2 overs have been neutralized with a 15 in this over. It's 97 for 1.
Pure class. They were struggling early. First 4 overs pretty tight from the Bangladeshi bowlers, but the way they got some momentum into the innings, started pushing the Bangladeshi fielders back, and also convert the pressure or transfer the pressure onto the fielding side was really admirable. 92 of 63.
Turning out to be a match-winning partnership in the final. What a contribution. 37 of 26 of Virat Kohli, 55 of 37 from Shikhar Dhawan. Outstanding. They're not leaving it for the others to finish the job. They're the one who wants to make sure that India goes and lift the Micromax Asia Cup.
And they've got that required rate down to 8. Very good batting. Tactically, very smart India. Using all their experience. And there's hardly been a shot in anger. There's hardly been a slog. For 16. Ashrafi bin Murtaza into the attack. Well, he thought about it, not anymore.
It takes a big heart to not employ yourself if you're a bowling captain. But obviously he's reading the situation like a skipper here. And so he feels that Tashkeen could be the choice to provide him with a wicket, with a breakthrough. Now, Bangladesh's chances are sinking. 85 versus 15. So the only way they can make a comeback is by picking up a wicket or 2. Required rate is 8. And it's been a wonderful partnership. Not a lot have been said between the two. It's just that they're feeding off each other's confidence and batting elegance and quality.
You know, Bangladesh also needs to find someone not only just to pick up wickets but to create pressure, because wickets are hard to come by. They've only managed to pick up 1 wicket, and not we haven't seen catches being dropped. Yes, a few have dropped short or gone over top of the infielder.
He's been outstanding in his 2 overs. None for 9. But that none has got to become 1 very soon, otherwise it'll be all over for Bangladesh. It's as close as that. 2 set batsmen out there. Dhawan 59 from 42. got to make it happen, Bangladesh. They just can't sit in. Taskeen 2.1, none for 9. So who are the options here? Nasir Hussain has bowled his 3. Mushraf Murta has got 1 left. Shakib, I don't know whether he'll be employed or not, but Al Amin 1 for 10 in his 2. Could be the choice from the other end.
And you feel for the youngster Haider as well. That was a good over. He found the edge on a couple of occasions and went for 14. But the game has been so tight, they've not had the confidence to bring him back.
Yeah, I thought he was given a very tough field. Fine leg third man in the ring, no slips. The ball shaped away, got the edge, ran to the fence, and so the pressure mounted on the young fellow.
Yeah, there was also an option to bring in Mahmudullah Riyad as the off spinner, because in the last couple of games he's picked up a wicket. He's already picked up 4 wickets in the Asia Cup. And when you know that you needed wickets, why wouldn't you call upon someone like Mahmudullah? Yes, throw him the ball and say, okay, bowl me a couple of overs, see whether you can pick me a wicket or not.
He falls in the process, the bowler, and it's a single to long on from Virat Kohli. See, even a single will sort of affect the required rate equation. Required rate now almost again touching 9. 15 balls, 22 to get. He's been outstanding. Delectable touches and beautiful batting. Fine deflections. And some lovely hitting through the offside, through the leg side. Yeah, that was pretty sweet against Shakib Al Hasan. Then this big 6 over square leg. It's a lot of fun watching him, Shikhar Dhawan.
And a lot of trust shown for a batsman who was out of form.
Oh, magnificent! What a catch! Soumya Sarkar has taken a blinder at point. This really was beautifully held, because that ball had not left the ground. It was dying on him. And he threw himself across and took out a brilliant catch. And it is taken out Shikhar Dhawan as well for 60. So India now 2 down for 99.
Top knock from Shikhar Dhawan. Needed something like this to get rid of him. He timed that really well at the right time, and they believe once again. Ashrafi bin Murtaza changed his mind. He had gotten ready to bowl that over. Suddenly decided he needed a wicket, went to his main bowler. Who do you believe is out there? It's MS Dhoni, the skipper. He likes a big finish, doesn't he? He's been reluctant to bat right throughout the tournament. But it's a final. India see the finish line, and it's the skipper who's come out.
Look at the average. Outstanding numbers there. Almost 120 the strike rate. 8 times he's scored 30 plus runs, and then he's come in when India requires 9.43 runs in an over. What an excellent catch. He took the first catch. The second was even better from Soumya Sarkar. Outstanding effort. Magnificent. That's what Bangladesh needed, and Soumya Sarkar has provided the goods for them.
The crescendo once again builds up. The crowds are absolutely ecstatic now because they've got a wicket. Nothing new about this promotion of MS Dhoni. He's a finisher, and he's out there to finish stuff for India. 22 of 14. Oh, and he gets going of the first ball. He'll run hard. Will he take the second? Virat Kohli has asked him to come back for the second, and it's the throw at the wrong end. They took on the sprinter.
Yeah, Kohli was in and out in a flash. It was Dhoni who was struggling. It was off the back foot, and the throw to the keeper's end would have asked more questions.
Yeah, the 100 comes up for India. He ran the first one very, very hard and ensured that he came back for the second quite comfortably.
Required rate 9.23. 20 to get from 13 balls. It's getting mighty exciting. It's put away uppishly, but a single to MS. Doesn't look rusty at all. He has hardly batted in this Asia Cup. 1 or 2 for 2.
What a brilliant over. 5 runs and the wicket from Tuskin. Finishing with figures of 1 for 14. Superb effort from the young man. Under pressure, that's when you need to perform. This is the over. Al-Amin has won. Shakib has had an off day. That's costing Bangladesh. Murtaza also has an over up his sleeve. This is the over. Penultimate over is the over that captains look for to be special.
These are great pictures. They're absolutely great pictures here. This is getting too close for comfort. 12 balls, 19 to get. They've come very close. They played magnificent cricket to come to the final. Some just can't handle the pressure. It's an emotional outing for the fans. Bangladesh in the final of the Asia Cup. They've not won this. Al-Amin 1 for 10 in his 2 overs. MS Dhoni is the striker. Oh, it's a mighty blow. That's a magnificent 6. He has sent it into the orbit and did it so easily, and it's an exquisite hit, and that's punctured the spirits of the crowds. That absolutely have got them thinking negatively.
It was in the slot. Take a look at that shot. Oh my God. Beautifully done. Stunned silence in the crowd. Look at that distance. 104 meter. She cannot believe it.
And any hope that the Bangladeshis had disappeared with just 1 shot.
You know, he's got the power really to do something damaging to a Yorker length. He's so strong in the race. But this was such a massive blow there in the slot for MS Dhoni really to exercise his big hitting. Enterprising start to this knock. MS on 10 from just 4. Oh, that's straight driven. That's a strong hit. Mahmudullah will not get beaten. That's good fielding under pressure. And take an extra run. Well, that was pretty untidy, sloppy from the bowler. He should have been in front of the stumps.
Just 9 from 9 required. They cannot believe it. But certainly Captain MS Dhoni making sure that India gets closer and closer. Good work in the outfield for Mahmudullah.
The rub of the green. Just going India's way, where Bangladesh would be hoping for that luck to run their way. Another classy chase from the strong Indian batting lineup.
Hoping for a miss hit from MS. Oh, he crashes it into the fence. Does it go all the way? This is so easy for MS. It's a 4. And now within the touching distance, India have almost won this. 5 runs to get in 8.
Yeah, miss it was. It was 4. Usually when Mahendra Singh Dhoni swings that bat, it goes for 6. 14 off the over. 14 off the over so far. Needed 19.
Yeah, excellent batsmanship from the captain, leading from the front, MS Dhoni.
And he will finish it off in style, will MS Dhoni. Just walked out and said, right, gentlemen, a lot of you have been playing this game. Now let me come and finish it off. 20-6, India win the Asia Cup for the 6th time. And they win in a canter with 7 balls left. Mahendra Singh Dhoni finished it off. Virat Kohli, who has run chases for dinner, is 41 from 28. And Shikhar Dhawan 60 from 44. But I thought Bangladesh ran India a lot closer than it seemed at one point. Just when it came to the finish, I think Bangladesh just a yard short.
They felt they were 10-15 runs short, but they gave it their all. India just too good. It was a real masterclass when it came to chasing. India were under pressure early, but initially Shikhar Dhawan and Virat Kohli, and then the power of MSD.
You know, he'd only batted 9 balls in this tournament before coming out. And surely he's got a sense of timing inside him somewhere. Walks out and finishes with 20 of 6, with 2 sixes and a boundary. And there's just something about Dhoni finishing off matches with a 6, finishing off big tournaments with a 6. He did it with the World Cup, and he's done it again here.
Yeah, we saw Yuvraj Singh padded up, but the moment